Hello everyone, I'm Natasha. Welcome to Hooks and Stitches. Now, it's been about 2 weeks since I made a video. I haven't looked at the exact days, but it doesn't matter. We had a lovely time in our caravan when we went down to Woodman Bay. But my husband and I came back with COVID, so that wasn't very good. Anyway, I have done bits and pieces. I took my blankets with me, and I managed to complete the grey on Yasmin's blanket. And also I started the Christmas blanket that I wanted to do from Yarnspirations, which I'll show you in a minute. And I've also managed to get done the next animal square from Sarah Zimmerman at Repeat Craft to Me. And obviously for the people that have been following me for a while, they know that I'm doing each square as I go. And for any new viewers that are watching, I will put the everything, all the projects I do in shorts on as YouTube shorts, because I'm not very good at inserting anything like everyone else seems to do, and I'll just put a picture in here when actually I don't know how to do that. And so the way round it is to do a short. At least then it will up my views on the shorts as well, ready for helping me to be monetized. I do quite a lot of shorts in between my, these videos, just where I am, coastal or whatever I seem to do, as long as it's not packed full of people because of worrying about whether they would like it or not. So we've been on the moor flying the kite and things like that, so I just try and do bits and pieces to see what people are interested in looking at, and also obviously for my crochet as well. So I'm going to show you my progress. I haven't got anything finished as such, apart from the animal square, I suppose, because obviously I do that and then finish it, and obviously then the next one comes, but obviously you know that anyway. I've also got some progress. On my last video I forgot to actually tell you and show you the progress that I'd made on my folk art blanket from Jada and Stitches, and so I'm going to show you that today, because I've been pottering with it, and I do YouTube short on that as I go, but I completely clean forgotten. As soon as I pressed the button I thought, oh, I wish I'd done it, but never mind, it gives me something else to show you, because I haven't really done an awful lot, but just from basically feeling so rubbish. But it's not too bad, and you know, we all mosey on, and I should just, everything I've been working on, I should just make sure that I wash it, and you know, kind of just make sure that everything's all fine. So hello and welcome to my channel, and without further ado I will show you what I've been doing. I'm so relieved that I've managed to get the grey finished on Yasmin's blanket. The only thing I will say is, just before I went away, that a massive great big clamp of the inside of the ball, because if I show you on the white one, the big, oh, I just flung my needle somewhere. They're big balls, 400 gram balls from of Women's Institute from Hobbycraft, and I was busy doing it, you know, as I go, and it kind of flops around on the floor because they're too big for my yarn genie, and I don't really want to have to rewind it and all of that, because I quite like this anyway. So I let it flop around in my project bag here, which I got from Chester Zoo last year, and just let it go. Anyway, there was a big clump that had came out further from, because I would pull it from the middle anyway, but there was a big clump that came out of the centre, which meant I had two lots anyway. It was getting all tangled up and everything, so I thought I'll just rewind it because there's not a lot left, so I'll rewind it. And so there I was, winding it up, and it just got into a terrible mess. And in the end, I spent 4 hours in total trying to get to the end of this thing, and my husband was trying to help me, and it just wasn't going anywhere. So I just cut my losses and chopped it off, and I must have chucked about 50 grams or so. I don't know, because I didn't weigh it. I was just so frustrated with it, and I was just lost the will to live by then, sort of thing, you know. And so I just thought that'll do. So I chopped it off and I wound the other one up, you know, the other bit, and it made quite a big ball still, and so I took it on holiday with me. And I was just doing it in the mornings because I am intermittent fasting, and I'm doing 16/8, which means I fast for 16 hours, and my eating window is 8 hours. So in the mornings, because it's generally between 11 and 7 that I eat, I quite like it to keep my mind off of it before my eating window opens, and so I would just do a few rows each day, and so it made sure that that I could get it finished. So anyway, I have finished the grey, and I've done one row of the cream. The light isn't very good, is it? Sorry about that. It's sunny, but it's quite cloudy too, and so I'm not quite sure about the lighting. It's gone a bit weird. Hold on a minute, let me see if I can get something sorted a minute. There, right, I think that's sorted it out a little bit. It looks to me like it's I think it's the reflection as well, which doesn't help. Anyway, so I've now made a start on the white, and I think I've got about 40 rows of the grey. So in that sense, although I lost about probably 50 or 70 grams, I don't know. It wasn't a great lot, but I may well have just lost about sort of 5 or 10 rows, maybe, I don't know. But it'll be interesting because providing everything goes well with the cream one, I'll be able to see how many rows the cream does, and then I'll know how many short I was on the grey. But it's lovely, and it's lovely and heavy, and I'm hoping it's quite stiff, even though I am using a 6mm. I think I've just dropped my hook. I don't know where it span off to, so I'll have to have a look later. But it's still quite dense, so I'm hoping, you know, when I've washed it in the machine and everything, and it will actually kind of loosen a bit. But she did say that she wanted a heavier one, and so I'm quite happy with it as it is, and it is quite lovely. and it's just what they call the blanket stitch. I think it's what I do is I do a single crochet in, obviously this is American terms, but I do a single crochet and 2 double crochets, which is a double and 2 trebles in English terminology, I think. And then you do the 2, and then you do the single one in the gap, and that's what makes it look like the shells, and it really does puff it out, and it really is lovely. So there you go. One always looks like it's laying down, and then the other one puffs out, and that's what I like about it. And it works up easy enough, and it's just something that I can do whilst I'm catching up on YouTube or whatever. So I've talked enough about that one for now. The other thing that I took on holiday with me is the Christmas blanket that I said about just now from Yarnspirations, and that's another Repeat Craft Me one, which I just love all her patterns. They're just simplistic and just really effective and really quite nice and stress-free. There's so many things that I would love to do that I will probably get round to in whenever, that look really technical, but at the moment, because of the stress-free 23, I'm just bobbing along, doing my own thing, and the simpler it is, better it is for me, for my mind space at the moment, because as soon as I tend to hit a hard bit or something that I don't quite understand, I can't be bothered. I lose all enthusiasm with it, which is really wrong, because the blanket that I really can't be bothered with, I'm trying desperately to get on with, which is my Dream Big Little One blanket. I really love it, but I just really can't be bothered with it at the moment, and I'm hoping to get back into it, but I'm also feeling a bit pressured because Christmas is coming and there's lots of things I want to do for my grandchildren and my children, and although it is a gift, I've got until it gets a bit colder anyway, so I'll just cross that bridge when I come to it, I think. Anyway, I digress. This is the blanket that I'm talking about. It's a Yarnspirations from Sarah Zimmerman at Repeat Craft Me. It is a free pattern, so it's all fine, and I can show you without worrying about it, but I just love the simplicity of it. And also Sarah Zimmerman on her website has put in a bonus panel which sits there of the gingerbread man, and so I'm really looking forward to adding that, and I've already bought the wool, which I said to you back in one of my yarn haul videos, because I wanted to buy it to make sure I had it here for when I started it. But it's so simple and so lovely that I just think that it will be really nice for Christmas. So I'm going to have a bash at that. Anyway, I took it with me on holiday, like I say, and I've done this much of the reindeer. Sorry, my brain today is just totally fried. Anyway, it says to do single crochet or double if you're following English terms, but I love American terms because it's so much easier to comprehend, because to me this is a single stitch and I don't see how they've managed to get a double out of it. I really don't know, because what we call a treble is actually where you just yarn over twice, so that to me is double anyway, so that's the reason why I follow American and not English. But I don't know that I like it like that. And I'm wondering what you think. Talk to me in the comments and see, because I'm wondering whether or not to do it in a double crochet instead. Rip it back because there's not very many rows, and do it so that it's a bit, so it's like my other one, so it's looser and more because I just think this will be rather stiff if there's lots of panels like that. I just think it might be rather stiff, and I just don't know, but I'm thinking it will work up a lot quicker as well if I do double. So, because I quite like the softness of this and the fact that it's really floppy and flexible, and I quite like that. So I'm thinking I'm going to do something, I'm going to do that instead, because I really don't know why it's so stiff. I'm using a 4.5 hook, which obviously which is half a bigger, excuse me, half a hook size bigger, because I thought I wanted it a little bit more floppier, but it doesn't seem to be even flopping that much. So I am thinking I might just take it back and whack it up, because I've got 2 balls of each, so I think I would have enough to do a blanket in the double crochet. So it's not like I'm going to run out and then I'll struggle with the ball band what do they call them, the numbers on the ball band. So I think I'll be all right in the end, but I don't know what to do. So I'm not entirely happy, but then I always come on here and moan at you, don't I? And tell you that I'm not happy with this, I'm not happy with that, can't do this, can't do that. Which in a sense I quite like, because it just lets me air off, and I can just let you all roll your eyes instead of my husband when I say, oh, this isn't going right, la la la. So, but anyway, so yes, I'm thinking about just redoing that, because I'd much rather it was a bit more floppier. So that was what I managed to do on holiday. Anyway, so I took those 2 with me, and that's what I did. Next, I'm going to show you my animal square. And the animal square for August is the koala. I love his ears. His ears are so cute. So let me just bring it a bit closer. There. Oh, it's gone dark again. There we go. Isn't he lovely? Keeps going dark. Anyway, so yes, there he is. And I've got a little bit of thing where I put the eyes in, but everything else is stitched just under the, just catching it hold so that it doesn't show through the back. But there's nothing I can do about the eyes, because I don't want to make it raised in any sense, to show that I carried it through or anything. So I shall put a backing on the back, and that's that. But I love it, absolutely love it. He's really, really cute. So that's that. And then I have got to show you my folk art blanket and what I've been doing. Anyway, you've seen houses, but not attached. Well, now, some of them have been sewn on the roofs and some haven't, but hang on, let me grab hold of it. Don't know if it can be seen like that. Ah, yes. So there it is. There's what my village is going to look like. These ones, whoops, These ones in the middle, the blue, green, pink and the purple one, have had their roofs attached, but I haven't attached the houses because I have run out of this colour to sew it down with, and the tail wasn't that great, which I regret now, but there's nothing really I can do about it. So I'm thinking maybe if I just go around the houses with black, even, it doesn't make any difference. So I've got to do that. But I went round with black on the windows. I'll show you. There you go, close up. So I've got to attach them bit form properly, but I'm progressing with them. And as much as I've been doing them for ages, or it seems like ages, it's just because it's fiddly, and I kind of go, oh, I can't be bothered with the fiddly. Thought it'd be alright, but obviously, you know, it's just the mood I'm in. I just get like it. So that's fine, and I will attach them. At least they're there. But I just feel like I want to move on because otherwise I'm going to get behind. My other thing that I forgot to show you last time was the lighthouse, because I'd done it ages ago, and I can't remember if I showed you or not, so I'm just going to show you now. The next thing that I need to make is the tractor, and so I'm going to fix them down and then make a tractor, and that's my progress for this blanket. And I think really that brings me to the end. I am starting to make an amigurumi, but I'm not going to show you until I finished it because I've really only done the arms and legs, and I have done a tiny bit, I've started a tiny bit of the body, but I'm slightly disappointed with that. I have made, I've made it using my stash yarn, which is basically what I've made my folk art blanket in, just what I have. I haven't bought anything specific for it, and it's Stylecraft Special DK, and I used a 2.25 needle for it, and I thought, oh, it'd be fine. Usually I use a 3.25, but I was worried about getting holes, so I went down a bit further. I thought, oh, it'd be fine because they recommend 2 hook sizes down below anyway, but the body looks like it's going to be really tiny, and it sort of put me off really because the feet are quite big, and I don't know, honestly. I'll tell you what, I'll just show you. I'll just nip and get it. Hold on a sec. Hang on, I just need to knit to the other side of the room. I was going to stop it, but I can't see how to stop. Oh yes, hold on a minute, I'll be back. Okay, sorry about that. Now, the legs. Quite normal sized legs. I thought, I was really impressed with them. I thought, yes, you know, that'll work. Brilliant, you know, nice. These are the arms, which you expect the arms to be smaller anyway. That's fine. But then the base of the body, let me just get it out of the bag because I don't want it to get it tangled up. The base of the body is only that big. I mean, this is 48 stitches, right? I've only got to go to 50 something. Hold on a second. 50. The largest one is 56. I'm at 48 already. So it's not going to get much bigger than that, is it? So I'm a bit kind of, I mean, it might look all right when I've done it, you know, and I'm hoping it does, but I mean, that looks like a mighty big leg on a very tiny body. So I don't know. I don't know whether to redo it on a bigger needle. I just don't know, because I just think it will look odd, and I don't want any holes, because obviously, you know, I don't have holes in it now, and I don't want to risk it getting, you know, holes, because I need to use a bigger one to try and make it bigger. I don't know. I really don't know. But I'm plodding along, and I like to do that. And obviously it's in a magazine, so I can just show you briefly. But this is what it's going to look like. And it does look like it's got big feet, but then it looks quite big in the photo anyway. And I was just quite taken aback on how small it was. I mean, that looks quite, you know, quite big, like I say. But I just don't understand it with such big feet. How in proportion it's going to be. So I don't know. Watch this space, I suppose. So I've always need to have an amigurumi on the hook, because I love, you know, I love doing it, and I also love to make blankets. The only thing is, obviously, with the hot weather, I don't like doing blankets very much, and I tend to push on with my blankets when it gets colder. So in the end, I showed you anyway. Yeah, so that's what I've been getting up to, and the amigurumi's literally only been since not yesterday, day before in the afternoon, so that was Friday afternoon. I started it, and then yesterday I did the feet, and then yesterday I did the arms, and then last night I started the body, but oh well. Anyway, I've been rambling for far too long, and I'm sure that you'll get fed up with it even seeing me by now, because it's 27 minutes long. So I'm going to go and get this uploaded before my husband moans because it's slowing his game down on the Xbox. And I will see you again very soon. Hopefully I will feel much better, and I will hopefully have got a lot more done so I can show you a lot more. My rhino, I've still got to sew the legs on, but that's all I've got to do, so I'm not fussed. It's for me, and I can just pick it up whenever I want to, when I'm feeling like it. And so I'll let you know what else I get up to, and if I see anything new that I fancy doing, then I will do it and see. There is a birthday coming up in 2 weeks. It's my husband's birthday first, and then it's my friend's, well, she's my friend too, but my daughter's friend's birthday the day after my husband. And so I've got a couple of birthdays that I'm going to think about doing something for, so you may well see something new in my next video, you might not. So thanks for watching. Thank you for all of my new subscribers, and thank you for the subscribers that keep coming back and listening to me drone on about what I don't like about my pitfalls of my own crochet. And thank you also for taking notice of my shorts, because a lot of people have been doing that, and I was surprised that when I went to Combe Martin, I just did the sea and some rocks and things, and that hit 2.4 thousand views, and so I was astounded by that, and it's nice to see that people want to see that. So thank you ever so much. If you could like, subscribe and give me a comment below, and I would be much appreciated, because I would so love to get some more subscribers, and I would like also to know that my videos are getting out there to people, and it'll only grow if you help it grow, and I would really love it, and hopefully I can get to 1,000 subscribers sometime soon. I think I've lost a couple because it's not as many as it was, but I'm hoping that that's just kind of a YouTube glitch thing, because it goes up and down, up and down, up and down all the time. And I was at 350 last time, when I had an influx, and it's gone down a little bit, so I don't know. But thank you to everyone that does actually pay attention to me, and thank you to all of you that comment, because I do love to read all your comments, and I do answer them as much as I can. And at least if I heart it, you know that I have taken notice of it, even if I can't actually comment back at that specific moment. So, take care, lovelies. See you soon. Bye.